Hey everyone, welcome back to Finance Fridays. It's Anthony from InTouch Mortgage Solutions. I hope everyone is doing well. As we close off 2021, our goal for this video is to help boost your financial literacy, give you some tips and tricks on how you can do that moving into 2022. Stay tuned, we'll dive right in. Once again, we want to thank all our continued viewers and our support that we're getting through our Finance Fridays videos, as well as on our growing YouTube channel. If you haven't had a chance, feel free to go onto YouTube, like, share, and subscribe our videos to get this content out to as many Canadians as possible. And we are going to be embarking in 2022 into a podcast. So we're going to be bringing in guests to help continue the financial literacy journey and education for many Canadians. So this video comes actually as an email from a client who was looking for ways to help boost their financial literacy and as well as help their children get a little bit more aware of financing and their confidence, as that is a growing concern for many Canadians. We're seeing that through the Government of Canada, as well as in Ontario here, the curriculum, as they start to embark on educating young Canadians and children in regards to financing. So we're going to continue on. And basically, as I said, this is an article that was published in the Toronto Star. Title is Canadians are more financially literate than they realize. And obviously coming out of this pandemic, finances have been a very important part, and it's been brought to the forefront as, many Canadians struggled and many Canadians may have done well or not as well. But there is a strong correlation between those who are financially literate and doing well, as opposed to those who are not as financially savvy or need a little bit more help and education. So coming at the end of 2021 and moving into 2022, as all of us are starting to make our New Year's resolutions, whether that be, going to the gym, taking on a new hobby, self-help and self-improvement is always something that is important. And maybe setting that resolution for 2022 to improve your financial literacy so that you can be more confident with your finances and make a better decision. Whether you're looking to buy a home, get a mortgage, invest into real estate, or invest in the stock market, whatever it is that you decide to do, there is a lot of information out there, and making the best of that information is going to help you as a consumer. So the article basically goes on, and there's a few things that were interesting, and the correlation between younger Canadians in their 20s who were polled, who basically had little financial confidence or financial literacy with a lot of things. And this is important as we move forward, because credit scores, understanding how credit works, understanding the mortgage application process, what's required for income, savings. There's so many aspects of financial literacy that it'd be very hard to cover in one short video. But what I do want to address is that as we've pushed forward, and a lot of dinner table conversations are about financing, the market, the Bank of Canada with decisions for interest rates, whether you're fixed or variable, housing, inflation, which is a huge topic right now, and understanding the drivers of those aspects and what's pushing and pulling on, the economy. All these things are financial components, and understanding how these parts move together are something that's going to be important for you to make a decision going forward into 2022. We were talking about ways that you as a Canadian can help yourself become a little bit more financially savvy or financially literate. And one important thing that you can do is, with technology, there's so many ways to do it. First and foremost, you can visit the Government of Canada website, which I'll also post, and you can see that there's going to be a lot of components that you can go in there and start to learn a little bit more about financing or specific topics here in Canada. Lots of stuff that you can pull up and read, and always making sure that you're following or listening or reading to people that have a credibility. Obviously that's important, because financial advice is to be taken by a professional. So with technology out there, you can visit websites like the Government of Canada. Number two is media. You have social media, you have YouTube, you have podcasts, which is something we're going to be endeavored to do in the future in 2022, so that we can bring awareness. There's so many articles that you can read. Number three is obviously speaking to financial advisors who are professional, who maybe have come as a referral from the family, as well as maybe someone that you're dealing with. When it comes to understanding your finances and understanding to ask questions and not be afraid to ask those questions. I think the best advice that we can give to our viewers is that if that's a goal that you want to try to achieve in 2022, is to set out some parameters of some of the areas that you feel a little bit maybe not as confident in, and find a way, whether it be through podcast, YouTube, going on the Bank of Canada website, going online, reading some articles, subscribing to specific news outlets like the Globe and Mail, and reading some of these articles and better immerse yourself in what's happening. Because as I mentioned earlier on, as we push out of 2021 over the last 19 months, a lot of the things that are being discussed are regarding financing when it comes to the Bank of Canada, when it comes to interest rate monetary policy, as well as real estate. All these things involve financials, and if you're basically not too familiar with it, it's something that you want to become a little bit more aware of. So we hope that you found this video helpful, and we can appreciate your continued support. And it's Friday, so we want to wish everyone a great Friday, a great weekend ahead, and thank you for tuning in. Until next time, have a great one.